Everyone, welcome to Barstool Breakdown. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, and we got a great show for you today. No guests this week. We're just going to break down the Vegas trip like you guys asked. We appreciate everyone interacting with us on Twitter. If you're not following Stool Breakdown, please go on Twitter and follow us. Like and subscribe the pod here. Get us in the algorithm. Let us know who you want us to interview because we got bigger and better interviews coming. We got guests that we had before that said they'd come back on, new guests that said they'd agreed to come on while we were in Vegas. So without further ado, let's get it.
Get sturdy as fuck.
This is it.
I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst night, I'm into you.
All right, welcome to Barstool Breakdown. I'm Frankie. He's Sandos. How
That's
we doing,
right.
Sandos?
Dude, Sandos has taken on a new personality since Vegas. Sandos has been a drunk. He celebrated his birthday. He fell down, got a black eye. I sent it to the group chat. Everyone knows. But
Yeah, you're a good angle right now, though.
I'm on a new wave. Oh, yeah, no, it's healed, baby. It's healed. I mean, look.
I mean, it's not healed. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm looking good. It's like it's a little discolored on top. I got a little thing
You're
on the
putting the
bottom.
picture of the FaceTime on here, by the way. While you're
I
talking
might as
about
well
this.
just throw the fucking whole clip where I fall down and you know what I mean? I celebrated my birthday because I just got back from Vegas. Where I met everybody. So why don't we get into that? Why don't we fall off of my birthday and me falling out, having a black eye? Why don't we get into that, Frankie? It was me. I got there early, right, Frankie? You know that. I got there around 11. And you know, I was trying to find Sam. Sam and I were texting back and forth, whatever. Couldn't find him. I walk over. I see a guy at ATM. Of course, it's Sam. Also, I'm gonna take. I was gonna do this later, but let's go ahead and shout out Sam Lauderdale because without him, this trip doesn't happen. So we meet up, we separate, we go our separate ways, we do a shower, whatever, and then we go straight to the bussing me. Oh, this is why I wish that you were there previously, because when I met the boys, like even if one of us were there, I had beef to pick already. Even if we were there already, Frankie, you have the lav mics. Like I would have had everything. Like it would have been so much doper on our side. It sucks that like we couldn't record it together there because I talked shit to Taylor. I actually DM'd JP and Jack in a group today and said, if you guys have this clip, because I sent him our breakdown tweet, which I'll throw in the video, at some point. But our breakdown tweet, I was like, yo, do you guys have this clip of me talking to Taylor and Will, like real quick, like just mash something up or whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, meeting the boys was a dream. Will Compton is from my high school, North County High School, graduate of Missouri, Bonne Terre, Missouri. Like that's like I went to school with his brother Wyatt. That's the first thing I said. I dapped him up. I said North County Raiders for life, and he said what? I said yeah, bro. Like I was like, you sent me a video, whatever. Yeah, fucking super sweet. Like meeting a dude from your school that like represents, went out there, played in the NFL, has a podcast. Like a legend, bro. Like he's gonna go up in the North County Hall of Fame. Fuck all that noise. Anyways, so I turned to Taylor. We chop it up for we say our hellos, and then I said first thing I said to Taylor Juan, you spitting TJ Watt's face. You spitting. Let me find it. There it is. You spitting TJ Watt's face. He said, yeah, I did. And then we had a conversation about it. And so and then that went from that to Michigan and Ohio State and all that bullshit. He was like, oh, you guys, you're going to fire your coach? I said, yeah, if he loses to Michigan again, especially without Harbaugh there. And then Callie shows up. So Secret, Callie, shout out Secret. He shows up. He saves me from Sam's room. Oh, shit, I skipped the whole part. I'm going to rewind. After we do a whole day of walking around, meeting the boys, fucking walking to every bar on the Vegas Strip, Sam is showing me these hidden bars, right? So Sam is showing me, like, I forget what they call them exactly, but he's showing me these hidden bars.
Speakeasies. Yeah,
there it is, Frankie. You know it. We're walking out of the last speakeasy at 10. No, before that, 9:15, maybe, right? We walk out. Sam looks at me. He says, you want to go to a Bruno Mars concert? I was like, yeah, I do. You know what we did, Frankie? Frankie, I'll let you guess.
Sat second row at Bruno Mars and had your phones put in bags.
We did exactly that. We went to the second row of Bruno Mars and had our phones put in bags. I couldn't record none of that. I couldn't show you how that was, but goddamn, it was the best time. Then Secret shows up. He escorts me back. That's when we get the little clip of me yelling, "Booga, we're on our way!" All that bullshit. That's when he gets the clip. Is on the way back
Was
from
that-
Sam's.
I think I was in the room by that point.
And
Speaking of Bruno, though, I don't have to. I don't. Yeah, I don't. We don't need to hear about you making out with Sam on the bed or whatever happened there. But Bruno Mars, dude, I was saying to my buddy, he's going to Vegas this week, and I was like, because he's like, I'm single and whatever. He's like, I'm gonna go pick up a hooker. I'm like, dude, you don't need to do that. Like, I was like, you just need to stand outside the Park MGM theater at 11. What is it? 11:30. It's like clockwork, just furry boots and camel toes for days, just nonstop, walking through.
The
Body
dude has
suits.
the dude has a
Fur.
residency for a reason. Bruno is the man. Such a phenomenal time, bro. Phenomenal time. Shout out Sam one more time, and then I'll probably do it later. But right now, one more time for Sam L. All right, I want
I
Doc.
say Sam's getting shout outs nonstop, dude, because he fucking killed
fuck
it,
it.
like
I'm done
literally
for
with
today.
everything he did for us. And like, yeah, dude. I mean, I paid him with like extra, and I was like, this is for doubling me down on the fucking blackjack table. Like he just, yeah, man,
Nah,
he
he's
made
the
the
man.
trip so
Sam's
much
the
better,
man.
and he's just
Without Sam, the breakdown in Vegas doesn't happen.
So that was like your first night, of course, that I didn't get to delve into, which was horrible. But I did get to go on a plane with Brandon Marshall and Michael Johnson, the MMA fighter. So that was cool. And Bigfoot Silva. Oh yeah. Well, I'll put him in the breakdown Vegas thing. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I think the funniest part of it was that you could see it from the picture too. I don't think it's a live picture. It's like the only one that I don't have that's live because I think it was like a selfie or whatever. But right before I took the picture with Brandon Marshall, I was like, I can't believe you let Nikki Clicky beat you in the Gauntlet. And he was like, man, what you talking about? I did pretty good. What are you talking about? And I was like, picture real quick. Like,
can we pause for a second? Can we pause for a second? Let's just recap on that real quick because we never touched on that on the breakdown. These are two NFL motherfuckers. We're talking about Cam Newton and Brandon Marshall that lost to Nikki Clicky and Gia Mariano.
Dude, there's more,
like,
too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's the Gauntlet is the great equalizer, dude. It is not an athletic competition. It is a gauntlet. That's what it is. I specifically want to do it backwards so that I could at least be like, oh, I was doing it backwards. You know what I mean? But it just seems like everyone that I think is going to do good at it is just like something trips them up horribly. But yeah, Tuesday, moving on, was the night of PMT. I think that was probably the night. You think I don't even know. I was going to say that's the night we met the most people, but I feel like every single day I felt like there was just more people and new things and the same people. It was just crazy.
I have it in the notes. It says no. I'll give it right back. I have it in the notes. It says met everybody. We did. So go ahead with your notes. But yeah, we met everybody.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just looking at like all the pictures that we took and stuff. Like we got there, which was sick. This is the kind of stuff that I hope that people that listen to the show, they're like, oh man, that's a cool little like thing we didn't know. When we got there,
they were experience. We are giving the Stoolie experience.
Yeah,
we're gonna
this
be
is if this is what I'm saying. Like if they came.
As if Stoolies were bred and like, hey, this is what you know and this is what you follow. We're here to give that to you.
Up there, you know, I think we took a cab actually. We took a cab because it was far walk, whatever. We're standing there, it was raining. We're standing there in the line. There was like one or two people ahead of us, and that's it. And all of a sudden, Dave Portnoy pulls up, and we're just like, oh shit, it's Dave. I think I have a picture here you could probably throw up. It's just him like walking by because he was like in a rush to get where he needed to go. And he walks in the front door, and I'm like, I don't think he's supposed to go in there or whatever. Then he walks out, and that was when Secret was like, they're in the back over there. And Dave was like, I know. And like just kept walking by. He just like
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
walking. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
there's Dave Portnoy. Cool. But I'm saying like that was like when I was there for that was the first night thing that I got to do because we were there obviously during the day, but that was the first thing at night. We got to go. We went in like third person or whatever. We got to our seats. There was like Quest chips and Quest bars and all that stuff, which was amazing. We go to get our drinks, and the people that are giving out the drinks were like, "Oh yeah, the Coors Lights are free." So I'm like,
Yeah,
"Fuck."
liars.
So like ordered a drink, and then just
No, no,
they
no.
weren't
Frankie,
free.
liars. No, liars,
Yeah,
liars,
well, they
liars.
gave us
So,
free ones though, so
right.
that was
Yeah, like
crazy.
the
Like
first
they were
8
just giving them
people,
out to us at first.
the first 8
Yeah,
people
that's what
got
I'm
fucking
saying,
free.
man. We had the picture holding the Coors Lights in front of the "Pardon my take," sign, whatever. Then there's the awesome picture you took, which was hilarious because you're like, Frankie, you're like holding your phone up, and I'm like talking to
With you
Spider,
and
and I'm like,
Spider,
what? I'm
yeah.
like, oh shit. Spider's like, hey.
No,
um,
Spider's a man,
but
man.
yeah, that
What a
was funny as
fucking guy
hell.
Spider is.
No, he's I can't wait for him to come on, dude. Anyway, so that was before the whole show. Like I said, it was awesome. Shout out Quest, by the way. God, if they want to sponsor us, man, those chips were so bomb, dude. I can mash those
They're
chips,
great.
dude. I was
They're
going to
great.
town on those things.
It makes you feel
The
like you're
chili
bulking.
lime chips.
Oh my god, you're bulking
Mm.
up while you're eating sweet and salty. What are you talking about? If you're not on this, you're on the wrong stuff. Wrong stuff. Just shout
Dude,
out to
that's why
Quest.
TJ looks the way he does, too.
My
It's
favorite.
unbelievable.
I
They
go
even
into
they liked the
I
picture of me and him. But on our table was the birthday cake, I think it was, or something like that, like bar, and then there was like or like some cookie thing, whatever it was, something like that. And then it was the chili lime chips. I dominated the chili lime chips. I then had Hank throw me a bag, or maybe it wasn't Hank. I think it was Spider. Maybe Spider threw me another bag of the chili limes. And then me and like Sam was eating I think it was just chili, something like that. They were like just chili cheese or something like that. And all of them, dude, I was like, these are so good. But the chili lime, unbelievable. Anyway, back to the recap. Um, Memes, horrible. Hank, okay. But just kind of hilarious how Hank just kept going off on the crowd and saying how, like, what the fuck are you guys even here for? Whatever. I wanted to scream out at one point, something funny, because like there was a lot of moments where I was like, oh, that was pretty funny. And we did laugh. And that was the part that I kept hating too, is like, I felt like
well,
you and Callie in the front
Frankie.
and me
No,
and
this
Sam
is
in the
our
back.
problem.
Shout out you, by the way, for taking the front seat while I'm trying to figure out how we could all sit together. Mr. fucking
Frankie, this is what happened, man. So we walk in, right? And we're taking our tables, and Callie's like, hey, I got a seat right there in front of the stage for anybody. And I'm first hand up, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm in. Frankie's like, oh no, we should sit together. Here's the breakdown. No, fuck that.
No, this
I'm
was so
going,
long
I'm
ago.
going to the
We were
front
at the
of
hotel
the
and we're like, all right,
stage.
we're gonna figure out all four of us sit at a table together how we do this. And all of a sudden you're like, no, fuck that, bro. Front row. I'm fucking sitting front row. Had
Dude,
nothing to do with first
I
hand
don't
up. You
know.
just literally go, oh, front row? Oh, I'm sitting fucking front row, and just fucking dipped out and went
Look,
front
I'm a
row.
cop
And
out. I'm
that's
a
how it
bitch.
went.
I don't know.
So
Whatever. Made better
you
for the
did.
video.
You got the front row and it was perfect.
It was
Perfect
great.
content.
It made better. It made better for everything. It was good. It was a good move on my part.
We both caught Quest chips, dude. Money.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters.
That was the night, dude. That was the night that changed your life for sure, because
Yeah,
they all
because
came on the stage.
okay.
Big Cat didn't want
I'll
to go
go
on the
from here.
stage.
Yeah,
Obviously, you saw in the stool scenes. But no,
yeah.
I was just saying I got to retake my picture with TJ, and that's where we shout out Quest again. They liked the picture of us, because I put like 2 pictures less than a
Oh,
year
it did.
apart, and it was like both of us actually looked skinnier, which was nice.
You want to know how this felt from Jonathan Sands at the time? Jonathan Sands was just going there to see a comedy show. Jonathan Sands was just seeing memes do the worst job ever and make Dave Portnoy walk out the building. Jonathan Sands watched Hank stand on stage for a minute. I walked up and he said, I know who you are. This is Big Cat. Like, we just walked through a line of people. Big Cat says, I know who you are. You're Jonathan Sandos. And I said, yeah, close enough. Yeah, right away. Like Jonathan Sandos, like you're that close to my name, and you're Barstool Big Cat.
The
That
coolest
is
part
Barstool.
was, this is the part This is a part I think, I don't know if you remember this part or not, because I know it was probably a blur because of how awesome it was for you. But we walk up, you were first, and I think you just said like, "Hey, Big Cat, we're big fans." I think you were about to say like, "We have a podcast" or whatever. It sounded like you were about to get into it, and he just goes,
Yeah,
"Oh
I
yeah,
was. I
yeah,
was.
I know you, Jonathan." He goes, "Jonathan," and then you like stopped, and he was like, "Jonathan Sandos." Like he literally said Jonathan first, stopped, paused, and then was like, "Jonathan Sandos," and then that's. But in my mind, I was like, dude, this is
That means he's
Mike
trying.
Evans
He's
giving you a
trying.
football to Stephen Che. You just melted inside.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. He was
then
trying.
he like, because that's when we took the picture with him.
That means
Say
he was
again.
trying. He was trying. He was trying. He was like, I know you. I just I
Dude,
can't
but
put- I
yeah,
can't put my
that's
finger
he
on
was
it.
one letter off, which is
I
pretty
can't put my
amazing.
finger
Let's be
on it.
real,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it was just funny because he said that to you. He's like, Jonathan Sandos. Then he like looked at me and he like was like, I know my boys. He's like, we know our boys. We know our boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, sick. Cool. He knows me too. Didn't say anything. And I was like, I don't need him to fucking say anything. He said he knows his boys, dude. I'm good. I'm his boy. I'm his boy. So no, that was awesome. That's what made me feel like I was
And
like,
then
shit, like
and then
maybe these people do know who we are. Maybe they do listen to some of this shit. Not that they listen to our podcast, but they see clips or see tweets or whatever. Like that's cool to me. But anyways, getting back to the PMT night, we finished up with that, like the Big Cat thing. We took a couple pictures with other people. That was pretty amazing. But we went back to the Park MGM after that, and that was the night, dude, that we were talking about. Like, we for sure met everybody Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We have pictures with everybody, dude.
I
That was the
have it.
night
I
that
have it. I have it in my
we
notes
were
here.
running on the tables, dude. Those
Yeah.
tables,
What-
Jeff D
bro.
won like 10 grand. That was crazy as hell. I was standing right behind them. I have videos right behind them. There's Stephen Che. They were everybody, dude. Liam, freaking Bubba. Bubba won
Bubba
like a
was
couple
there.
grand and then literally had to leave to go smoke a cigarette, and they couldn't pay him out. Like they were like, we can't roll another ball till he comes back. That's the stuff I'm saying. Nobody knows this shit. And I really hope to God that he's not going to be mad about that, because
Jeff Lowe went on a heater. Jersey Jerry went on a heater.
yep.
Bubba went on a heater. Hank came through after the comedy show.
Che,
Went on a heater. Che went on a heater. You know what I mean? Like
it was
everyone
nuts.
did it, and then like I'm
Dude.
like, you know what? I don't want to stand behind those guys. Let me go and lose all my money at blackjack. Like
I was
should've just
ready
taken
to
their
go
numbers.
ride.
They
I
were
wanted to
doing crazy
ride.
shit.
I was going to ride all those numbers, dude, but I was like, if I become the cooler, I am going to be the least fucking liked person at Barstool.
Right,
I
yeah, you
cannot do
can't-
that.
you
There was
can't be the
no
last guy to put a
shot
chip
I was
on.
putting a chip
Yeah.
on that table. No
Yeah.
shot I was putting a chip on
Yeah.
that table. I wanted to so badly. They were
No,
asking
I
me.
get it.
They were like,
I get it.
you want in? You want in? And I was like, fuck. I would look around and be like, anybody else that works at Barstool want in? Because like I'm about to jump in and then someone
Look,
else will go
Frankie-
in. But shout out to Peyton, who threw $100 on 17 or whatever and won 3,800. Shout out to her also, because pretty sure she called me out in person saying that I called her a fucking bitch on this podcast.
So it was you.
I don't know. I haven't fact
Dude,
checked. I'm
you
just
had
saying
to
it
be
had to
coming.
be me. I love Mook, dude. That's my boy. So I feel like it had to be me because she was
I
being a
was-
fucking bitch to him.
Frankie,
See, I did it
in that
again.
moment,
No,
in
but
that moment,
Peyton,
listen, in that
you're the
moment,
best.
he got dragged down by Peyton, and then
yeah, that was when he was the least
and you're like,
and the beef.
you're like, yeah. What happens when a bitch drags you down? Like it
No, I
wasn't.
said she was kind of
it
just being a
wasn't-
fucking bitch. I think I just said that specifically because, like, I don't know, dude. She was
No, I
just
was trying to
shitting on
help
him
you.
all the
I
time,
was trying
dude.
to help you. I'm trying to help you, bro.
Dude, it's recorded. This is recorded. It's on YouTube. Anybody can go back and watch it. I didn't go back and fact check. I just know myself, dude. I for sure said it. I'm apologizing now. Let me do it. Let me just be. It's done. Okay, let's move on. You can talk about your picture that you're with your freaking girl Jackie Nichols.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
just the most
All right,
ridiculous
anyway,
picture.
let's get into the good stuff.
Before I didn't even finish that. I'm saying I didn't even finish before the fact that Liam, like I said, he hit something huge and literally had to go smoke a cigarette, and they stopped the table, and he comes back, and then he like collected his chips, whatever, and like then they were able to restart everything. And then when I was asking him about it, I think it was later that night or maybe it was the next night, he was like, no, I just went to go smoke a cigarette real quick. And I was like, dude, they had to stop the table like for everything. Like it was, I don't know, man. These are those little behind the scenes things that I was like, this is awesome, dude. I was sitting there talking to
Right.
Cody Lanza like the
This is-
entire
this
time
is-
too. I was just like, this is nuts.
So Jackie Nichols, you and I took a picture, and I have two photos that look great, Frankie. They look great. They look great.
Yeah, it was Yeah, no, that was a hilarious moment. She literally, we definitely like caught her off guard asking for the picture, I guess, because she was like walking away, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, sure," but like just like
She
lean
nuzzled up,
back into
buddy.
you.
She
That was
nuzzled up.
so ridiculous,
I
and I was just like, "Yeah, all right, I'm out of this one. Keep me out of
I
this
should have
one."
made this guy so honorary comment of the week. I won't even throw it on the screen. This is from the mental because I remember you. Someone commented on that and said he doesn't know what to do with his right hand. That photo got 200,000 views. My right hand was knuckled up. I was being a gentleman. All right, can I just
Yeah,
speak on
that's how
that?
you do it.
I was being a I was like, I'm a fan. I don't want to touch her hip like that. Like, even if I wanted to, I'm not saying I do, but like I was being a gentleman.
Dude, we
But
have a
thank you for the
picture. We have a
comment.
picture with Bree and Grace, and I'm standing right next to Bree, and I'm like this. My hand's like this behind her back. I just have my hand like
Exactly, bro.
making like a
We're
little.
we're
I was
just
like just
fans.
touching her back with my hand
Yeah.
like that. Just like, all
You
right.
don't
So yeah, on Tuesday night, we saw the PMT stuff. We met everybody. Gambling was awesome. I apologize that I didn't realize you lost all your money that night. I thought you were all just there with me, and everybody else. But I did notice that you and Sam did venture off a little bit. But I was just sitting there talking to like all the behind the scenes guys and trying to get my, you know, introductions to everybody because I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, I do the Barstool breakdown." He's like, "Oh," they're like, "Oh shit, that's you." They're like, "Which one are you?" And I'm like,
bro, isn't that cool
"Frankie."
though?
And they're like,
Isn't that
but
great?
like it's funny because I was like, "Oh, Frankie, whatever." And one of them was like, "Oh, Frankie Buka, right?" Something like that, whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, dude, like fuck yeah." Like it was just awesome, you know. So um moving on to Wednesday because I feel like that happened way more on Wednesday, which was even cooler. We went to Radio Live or Barstool Live, whatever they called it, at Margaritaville. Far ass walk from the hotel, but we made it
Oh
pretty
yeah.
easily, which was nice. Um, we
Thank
got
you, Blake
pretty
Susan.
decent seats. Yeah, I was gonna say pretty decent seats. We're sitting there, you know, chilling, whatever, and all of a sudden we get the call from the homie Trey. Shout out Blazy Susan. He says, "Hey, I landed. I'm coming. Where you guys at?" So he was staying at whatever hotel. He went to his hotel, came by, dropped off backpacks for me and Jonathan.
He walks up, he drops the backpacks off to me, and Frankie said, "This is for you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the brand, repping the brand. Love you guys." I was like, dude, love you too already. I don't even know what's in the backpack, Frankie. I
Oh
didn't even
yeah.
know. And then this guy pays for the tab. This is over a $200 tab. We've all been sitting there drinking beers, eating food, hanging out.
And it wasn't just me and you. Let's be real. There was three
Right.
other people at the table that he didn't even know, didn't have really nothing to do with us. He just was
What a
like,
guy.
"I got
What a
this. I
guy.
got this."
Blazy Trey, shout out you specifically. I love Blazy Susan, but shout out Blazy Trey because you're the man. You're the
Awesome gear that they were giving that he gave out. That was amazing. Like you said, shout out him for paying the tab, doing what he does. Because then not only that, that night Sam was like, "Dress nice, we're going out," because there was nothing to do. Right? There was no Barstool stuff that night. Like we were like, "All right, we're gonna go gamble and whatever." So
This is the night that I
I
slept on
throw on my nice, you know, little right. Well, that was that. This was yeah. We
No, I know. No, go
yeah.
ahead.
That
Go
was
ahead. Yeah.
quite the night though. But no, but so we go back to the room and we got all our gear and stuff and whatever, and like we just did Barstool Live and all that, and then you passed
I,
out,
I
and
had to take a nap. That
I'm a leave no man behind kind of guy.
you do Vegas for 2 days in a row. You do Vegas for 2 days. It wears you out after the first one, man.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I told you, I'm a leave no man behind type of guy. So I tried not once, not twice, not three times. I tried to get you up. You told me, all right, 10 minutes. You leaving? You leaving? All right, 10 minutes. I said, all right, 10 more minutes. I'll give him 10 minutes, whatever. I iced my ankle. I needed to do it anyway. Hit some ice on there, 10 minutes. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go. I was like, bro, you coming? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. So I'm like, all right. I went and took a
I was
piss,
coming.
come back
Frankie, I
out,
was on my way.
snoring. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, bro. So I go to leave the door. I just take the door and fucking bang, slam it as hard as I can. Look in there. Nothing. One more time. Bang. Look in. Nothing. I'm like, all right, dude needs to sleep. I'm a parent. I don't like to wake people up. I know when they need sleep. Let this dude sleep. So let him go to sleep. I got my nice little, you know, my nice little button down shirt on.
They went to a club.
We go
they
out to the
did all
park.
this shit.
We go out to Park MGM, right? So we're out there, we're gambling at the tables and whatever. And that was, again, it was just clockwork. The Bruno Mars concert gets let out, fur boots, bodysuits, camel toes, just nonstop, just walking through the whatever. So all of a sudden, Trey goes, "Yo, I know the owner of the club records or off the record right here. It's Bruno Mars's club. Let's go." And I'm like, "The owner? Wouldn't that be Bruno Mars, bro? You know Bruno Mars? Like, what the fuck?" He's like, "No, this is my boy. Whatever. Like, I can get you in VIP. Let's go." All right, shoot, let's go. So we go in there. He had a lot of Blazy Susan on him. That's how I'm going to say this. He had to drop everything. And Sam brought it up back away. All was good. We got free drink tickets, dude. I didn't pay for a drink while I was in there. We were jamming. What a blast, bro. I mean, like we said, shout out Trey. Awesome time. We got to see like a couple people come in that like were like, oh shoot, that's a celebrity, because they were all like over them, whatever. But Trey brought another celebrity from his hometown, the Buffalo food slut. Shout out. She was there just vibing all night. That she was good vibes, like a motherfucker, dude. She was like
Great time.
killing
Great
it
time.
on the dance
I
floor,
sat there
getting
at the
drinks and
blackjack
shit.
table. I
So
played
funny.
4 hands and I sat there and talked down. Like, she was awesome.
Finally, I get a hold of you. I'm like, get over here. We're at this club, whatever. And you're like, all right, I'm on my way. By the time you got over, we were already out.
Gambler.
And I don't know if you knew about this, but I don't know if it was you got there right after or what it was. We walk out for the record. I had like 4 drinks in there already. I was feeling pretty good. And, we're coming out of this place. And I'm like, oh, look, there's Jerry. There's, Roan, whatever. I start walking over to the table. I'm like, I'm going to go chill with them. Trey and Sam and them, they were kind of like in the back, and I was kind of walking up like quick, I guess, or maybe I left faster than them, whatever it was. They were behind. I walk up, and Roan is on the floor with Ryan. This was when Ryan passed out. I guess Sam was actually right there too, man, but I just remember, like, I guess because I kind of just didn't feel like anybody else was there besides me and Roan, and then Jerry was there for like a second. Everybody else was like not there besides like the EMT people and like all the people that were coming over with the stretcher. It was crazy, dude. So Roan's rubbing him on the floor, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And Brian is white, dude. So like Sam had mentioned in the group chat, he was gray, dude. He was like, I just remember being like, oh my God, what happened? And I'm sitting there like Roan's like rubbing his stomach or whatever, or his sternum, and I'm like, Jerry, what happened? Whatever. And he's like, he passed out. I don't know. He was like tripping out. Jerry looked like freaked out. All of a sudden, like Ryan, came to, and we're like fanning him and stuff. And we're like, yo, you're all right. Then they come over, and he was, like finally like got up, and his color was coming back after he got some water and stuff like that. And I was just like, holy crap, I can't believe we're here. And they were ready to take him away. They wanted to take him on the stretcher, and they were ready to take him. And he was like, no. And everybody there, like Jerry and Roan, and they were all like, no, he's good. And this is where I was like, God damn, I'm glad I was there, because I know someone else would have said it, but at least like I was there to like do this part, because the one lady that was working on Ryan was like, all right, we'll leave him here, whatever. But like, I got to make sure somebody's with him, and I was like, I'm going to stay right here and make sure he finishes this water. I was like, I'm going to just be with him the rest of the night if needed. Like, don't worry. Like, I got this. And she was like, all right, no, good stuff. Like, I'll walk him to his room or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And shout out Ryan, dude. The dude's a beast. I said to him, I'm like,
absolute
beast. Like, I'll walk you to your room, dude. But I was like, he's like, I got this. I'm good. I'm fine. And I'm like making me nervous. Like, I'll walk you up there, whatever. You're like, if you want. He's like, no, I'm good. And he was, I mean, I made sure too. He kind of like, was standing around and walking a little bit, and all was good. But that was a scary ass moment. And shout out, like it said, to Roan, just saved his life, dude. Honestly, like, I'm not saying he would have died right there, but who knows how long he would have been passed out for, or if he would have seized up, or if something would have happened. Like, Roan was right there rubbing him and whatever. I think he mentioned the story on the Yak, but he mentioned it to me in person right then and there, which was like the funniest thing in the world, because me and Ryan were sitting there and he was like, thanks so much, Roan. Like, appreciate you, whatever. And I was like, dude, you were crazy. I was like, you were right in there like a fucking EMT, dude. You were right up in there, whatever. And he's like, yeah. He's like, my boy and I were at a Drake concert and we smoked too much one time. And my boy passed out. And he's like, and I was just over top of him, just bitch slapping his ass. He's like, bang, bang, bang. Like, wake the fuck up, bro. Bang. I was just smacking the fuck out of him. He goes, that doesn't work. So he's like, I had to figure out something else to do.
No, I
so
feel that.
he learned the sternal rub, which was hilarious. But I mean, scary moment. But thank God for everything. You know, Ryan was good. Roan saved the day. You know, and all was good from then. But unbelievable night. That was the night that you came out after, and then like Sam just helped me out on the blackjack table, and I killed it for a little bit. I was wasty cakes, dude, that night for sure. So let's move into Thursday. We went to Barstool Live again, which every time was awesome because we got to like kind of link up with some people. Thursday specifically was pretty awesome because we met fans of ours, a couple fans of ours that were there that were like, why aren't you guys behind the ropes, man? You guys should be back there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And it wasn't just like a couple people. There was like a handful of people that were like, oh, Barstool Breakdown. You know, it was pretty cool. So I had the family shirt on, took a picture with TJ and with Titus. And then later, this was my big cat moment for the most part, was Brandon Walker. When we met him, we walked up to him. We was like, hey, Brandon Walker, you know, we do Barstool Breakdown. He's like, and he goes, yeah, Frankie Bucca and Sands. And I was like, no, Sandos. And he's like, oh, right, Sandos. So
that guy has kissed me on the cheek before. Don't let him lie to you. Yeah. He knows I got the softest cheek this side of the Mississippi. This motherfucking liar. Don't let him lie to you.
But yeah, we got to meet all them, which was awesome. And then Thursday night was the dozen. So I actually forgot to mention this about Wednesday night. After we came out of the club, we did all that stuff. I was meeting people, whatever, after the Ryan thing, which was crazy. I actually met my 1-1 Nikki Clicky. And it was whoa. I was like, holy shit. So it was kind of, I did a move that like such a beta move, but it was so funny because it's like, it's one of those things where like, I feel like KB would do this or Nick, like just like guys like that. All of a sudden I'm walking, I got to go to the bathroom, and I like turn right out of one of the you know, gambling areas to go like down the hallway to go to the bathroom. So I turn out of there, and I turn behind these two people, and it's this guy and then this, you know, blonde chick. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like just walking behind them. Awesome. And then the guy turns his head, and I'm like, oh, it was just Nick, but it was with Nick's girlfriend, which shout out her and him. That was great. But he turns down the hallway. He turns down the hallway to go to the bathroom, and I just kept going straight. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this right now. Like, just was hammered, ill prepared to say anything to him at the moment. And I'm like, shit, don't know what to say. I'm out of here. So thankfully, I went straight, went back around, went to the bathroom, came back out, and he was still standing he was actually at one of the tables that I had been kind of sitting around with, like with Bubba and Cody Lanza and a couple of these other guys that were out there. Che was out there, I think. So Clicky comes over, and he's standing there at a different, like next to the table at some other table. And I was like, I gotta say what's up. So I'm like, and plus, if you remember, I had the IBM custom Maresh jersey that I had for him. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta tell him I got this for him. I gotta figure out when to give it to him. So I like tap him. I'm like, hey, I'm like, Clicky. And he turns around, he goes, oh shit. I'm like, what's up, man? I'm like, I'm from Twitter. And he's like, Frankie Bucca, of course, bro. He's like, what's up, brother? What's up, man? But he did, that's what he did. He was like, what's up, brother? What's up, man? He like gave me a hug. Like he was like he knew me. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is awesome. Like, this is my boy, Nick. So I'm like, yo, so I got this Maresh jersey. I got it for you, the IBM one. And he was like, bro, he's like, sick. He's like, no way. I was like, so the plan is I'm going to throw it to you from the dozen. I'm going to throw it from the seats that we sit in. I'm going to throw it to you on stage. You cool with that? And he's like, fuck yeah. He's like, absolutely. You're absolutely doing that. I was like, all right, sick. All of a sudden I see Jeff D'Lo. And I'm like, Nick said it was okay, dude. Nick said it was okay. And he just kind of like turns back, and he was just like, kind of like, whatever. So I was like, all right, we're in. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we're good. So fast forward, you know, we got all the intros at Barstool Live. We met a bunch of people. They knew who we were. It was like, whoa, they know us now. We're only here a couple days, and they know who we are. Like, that was great. So we ended up going to the dozen. Also did I also did miss one other thing as well.
Go ahead.
As we were walking to either our hotel to change for the dozen, or actually, no, we were walking to our hotel because that's where the dozen was. We ran into Gilly and Wallow on the streets, bro. Like,
We sure
we
did.
were on
We
both of
sure
their
did.
videos.
In
Those
my
two
notes
guys
here,
were
it says Gilly
unbelievable,
and
dude.
Wallow.
Just the absolute. They are
Dude.
top dudes.
Well, no.
They are the
Gilly
coolest
was
dudes.
stoned
They
as
seem
fuck. We
such
walked
celebrities.
up. We
He
walked
was-
up. We walked up right after leaving Cali. After we all smoked a joint, like we walked up stoned as fuck, and Gilly is sitting there stoned as fuck in the streets, like, "Hey, what's up, brother?" Like he's like fucking ready to meet everybody, and then he brings us in, and we're like, "Hey, we're big fans. We love $1 million worth of game. Like we love Barstool Sports. You guys are the fucking man." And Gilly's like, "Hey, brother, you guys are next in the interview." I was like, "All right, we're going."
Big crush. It's been the same. She's got the same birthday as me. She's a little too old for me now, but I still would. Jennifer Aniston.
How about you?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I always just go with Scarlett Johansson. She changes it up so much. It's just like whatever she looks like. Yeah, any hair color, it's always good. So.
What is a red flag haircut?
I don't like the short hair. Like
For a woman, like, you
yeah,
don't like the
yeah.
short-
But ScarJo, if she tries to pull it off, it's still even that. It's like I don't know.
What about you?
Nah, I'd be like the shaved head on the side. Like something happened. Like the only one that could pull it off was Queen Riri. Like, she had it right, but other than that, like if it's like a worker with the shaved head, you gotta stay away, bro. Like keep your distance.
Hey, hard man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. He said keep your distance.
Right, no, it was perfect because honestly, like you said it earlier, those two were the epitome of like, if you're a stoolie, you want to come to this stuff because they seem like they're dudes that just like, they're just like the top of everything. And they were
Everything
like,
was
"Oh,
right
Barstool,
the
you got
whole
stoolies with
way,
me?" They were like,
bro.
"What's up?"
All right, it's time to move to the dozen.
But
Fuck.
nah, I'm just saying they were cool as hell. They both took pictures with us. They were both like, "You guys are in," whatever. Gilly followed us on fucking Instagram. Like that shit was awesome. So,
Yeah,
that
awesome
led us,
guys,
like you
Gilly
said,
and
right into
Gallo.
the dozen, and we got to get another character from Barstool. Not exactly doesn't work for Barstool, but he was voted the funniest Travis, and he was also at the dozen catching
Yeah, there it
whatever
is.
was he catching? Body armor waters. What was it? We were all trying to get from Spider.
We'll ask him
So
when
we're
he
gonna
comes
bring
in.
in Big Trav here.
What up, boys?
Instead of
What's happening?
what's good, Big
Trav?
Trav?
Chilling. By the way, guys, I'm
So
a little behind the curtain. I'm fighting demons right now. You guys sound like robots just a tiny bit, but I'm gonna fight. It's a knife fight, and I'll battle through.
Oh shit. Well, you might have fucked up internet too because you sound great to me, Trav. I mean,
I appreciate that.
you were so let's I kind of want to touch back before we even get into Thursday. Let me go ahead and ask you a question.
Yo,
The funniest Travis of America comes up.
gang.
Yeah. What? And you got a DM from a homie? You were a Yak fan? What happens there?
I was just watching as I do, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just put my name into this. Who cares? It'll be funny. And breaking news here on Barstool Breakdown. Name is not Travis.
What the fuck?
I photoshopped.
Wait! What the fuck?
I photoshopped.
he said this on the Yak before.
Yeah, he's lying.
I photoshopped my birth certificate and sent it to TJ once I got past the first round. So shout out Travis Maldonado.
So who are you? Who the fuck are you? Who is Big Trav?
Big Trav is. I used to be Big Twan. If you remember when Jersey Jerry was
Twan, dude.
When Jersey Jerry was looking for his intern, I was Big Twan.
Yep.
I was fucking the favorite. Look, you can go back and look at the videos. I was dominating. I was on his podcast. I should have won the whole thing. I got selected one of the top 3. He left me flat. Never returned to DM after the group chat, which was fine, respect and love. So I was big Twan as an Antoine. That's why my handle is Antoine 9000. Then I saw the
That
Travis.
makes more sense now. I was confused.
I go, I could be Big Trav easy. They were like, oh, we're gonna need to verify. So I took a snapshot of my birth certificate. Your boy's in the lab. Change. My first name is John Anthony. No middle name. Jon, capital ANTHON. John Anthony. Maldonado. I changed that shit to Travis real quick. Sent it to TJ. Never suspected a thing.
TJ the goat. You fooled the goat.
I listen, buddy. I fucking fooled him.
What do you, who are you? You're a wolf in hiding.
Dude,
That's what you're trying
I
to
thought
do? You're trying to get on
Antoine
the
was your
yak?
name.
What
I
is
didn't
this?
realize John
What is
Anthony.
this?
Jesus Christ,
John,
dude.
my family does. My uncle.
You're Jonathan. I'm Jonathan.
John Anthony. They call me Antoine, so that's where I
No,
started.
he's not
Jonathan
Jonathan, dude.
or
He's
John?
John Anthony.
Yeah, bro. Capital
Ah.
A, big one word. Big guy, big name.
For the PMT commentator, and you broken the yak.
Listen, you got to do what
Well,
you got to do.
and you got to think too. He also broke the game because like there is no funny Travises, so he
Exactly.
just also
Right, and you
he just
won it. You won.
He made
So-
that true. Well,
who
that's what I'm
won?
saying. He made that true because the winner was not a Travis, and I think the final three had a Tavis in it as well. So there was a John Anthony, a Tavis, and one Travis.
Yeah.
And the Travis lost.
Funny.
The Travis lost the funniest Travis against no Travises.
I want to tell Big Cat, but I fucking didn't have the heart to do it. Brings me to my next point, Frankie Buka. Your boys alone in a mansion on Wednesday. I go, listen, boys, your boy's lonely. I need some human contact. What are you doing tonight?
Oh God,
Nowhere to be found, Baba. Sandos, nowhere to be found.
No,
Dude.
I was sleeping.
I see.
I was gonna
pictures
say he was
now.
lights out.
I'm in the mansion by myself, just
Shout out
ripping
Cali,
roots,
dude.
Absolutely nothing. It's okay. I love you.
Shout out Callie for the pictures, dude, because I was gonzo, dude. I was like, I remember hitting you up, being like, yeah, I'll hit you up, bro. I got you. Jonathan, lights, dude. My phone, done. I was like, what? What
Dude,
is
I was
happening,
dead. The
dude?
night you got in,
Oh.
Trav, I was dead. I was a dead body. I wasn't a person. I was walking dead if I walked. Good thing I didn't walk. I took a nap until 6 a.m. and then I woke up. I was like, well, might as well sleep 4 more hours.
Yes.
I got up. Yeah. Like fuck it. It's Vegas. I'm here for a week. I'm gonna waste a day. I have to.
For sure.
My budget can't afford it.
No. Don't fucking walk in Vegas. Listen, Baba, my calves are tremendously huge, strong because I've been lugging around 3 bills for a couple decades now. So your boy's legs are pristine condition. But these fucking butter pecan thighs, I was chafing like fucking bad, bro. Trying to hunt down Uber drop-off locations. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. But, I found my way.
And then we find ourselves at the dozen. Yeah.
Electric.
Yeah. Go ahead. Explain it from your angle.
It was good. Again, I'm rolling solo, so I'm like, holy shit. I'm like this fucking fat Puerto Rican walking in into enemy territory. A lot of whites in there. I'm fucking nervous, dude. They're gonna let me in. They're gonna run my pockets. They're gonna run my switchblade. I get in there, and it was cool. I met you guys, saw you guys online. I was like, yo, what up? It's me. Yada yada yada. Gang, love. And then inside was sick. It was a dope setup. We were right in the front. It was awesome to see all those guys. Didn't get to really meet Big Cat, which is fine. Follows me, shout out. But yeah, it was sick. Me and Gary V are pretty much fucking blood brothers at this point. We're fucking boys. Tapped him up a bunch. Gave him my phone number. He didn't call. I think it was Clem who was walking down the stairs, threw me his pretzel. Fucking fat neck. Right on a rope. Bang. Right down the gullet. It was beautiful.
That was money.
Pretzel. Tremendous pretzel. I don't know where he got that.
You took a little pause, though, I thought. You took a little pause, like you didn't know if you were going to eat it or not.
Baba, I knew I didn't eat everything, Baba. Of course.
Okay.
I was waiting because I throw some hot mustard or some cheese sauce. That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I forget who threw the. Who the fuck was that? I think was that Gary V?
Spider.
Someone water. I caught it.
Oh, maybe it was Gary. It was Spider or Gary. It was one of them. Like at the end there, I think it was Gary.
Yeah, that was fun. And then the matches were all great. Carrot Top, horrifying in person. I mean, horrifying.
Dude,
I'm not.
I cannot believe that PFT says that he smells the best he's ever smelled the human. There's no fucking way. That guy walked in like he came off the corner.
Yeah, but I think when you're that wealthy, you kind of look homeless, but you are rich. It's kind of that vibe,
Yeah, and I get it, but I
I
mean,
got beef. I got beef with Carrot Top, dude. With the what? I not like him as a person, but he opened that bottle of New Amsterdam vodka. Shout out, no free ads. He opened that thing 3 or 4 times, and that shit never pushed past. It was still at the little, the neck. He wasn't drinking that, dude. Nicky Clicky was
Fraud.
pounding that shit, dude. That thing was going down.
He's a magician. He can't even make fucking vodka disappear. It's pathetic. Fucking pathetic.
he's like a props guy. Like he comes in with like
Oh,
props and does stupid shit like that.
so, yeah, he's got props and stuff.
I don't know. He's got a bigger net worth than we all hope to have.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll take this.
yeah. So Trav, let me take you to this part. So Frankie threw a jersey on stage. Did you see that or no?
Hell yeah, I was sick. I was fucking so jealous. You kidding me?
Yeah,
Nick's my
great Morash jersey got thrown on stage by Frankie. And I mean,
Which, dude, let me just
what
say
a
right
moment.
now, dude said to me after on like one of the breaks, he's like, "Yo, did you throw the jersey up there?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I got permission." Speaking of, I'll just real quick, let me give the backstory on that because I get there and I'm like telling Sam, I'm like, "There's a bunch of security and shit." Like, I'm like, "Should I tell somebody I'm gonna throw this jersey?" And Sam's like, "Oh, I wouldn't do it if I were you. If I was you, I wouldn't throw it." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, I brought this shit. I'm fucking throwing this thing." So I got up, I walked over, I started talking to the security guard, and I'm like, "Hey man, I got permission from Nick. I'm gonna throw this jersey to him." And Jeff said it was okay too. Like, I just want to make sure I didn't get thrown out. Like, I throw something on the stage. I don't want anybody like come and tackle me or something, whatever. And he's like, "Oh no problem, no problem." He goes, "Actually, let me just go tell Nick real quick. Let me go ask him, make sure everything's all right." I'm like, "All right, yeah, go tell him." He's like, "Where are you sitting?" He's like, "I'm gonna make him look down and give you a thumbs up." And I was like, "All right, sweet, like go for it." So all of a sudden, I see Nick look down from from the balcony, and he's like, "Buka." It gives me the thumbs up, and I'm like, "Yes, let's fucking go." So when he came out, gave him the old one back, perfect shot right to the chest, opens it up, whatever. And then afterwards, I'm like so pumped about that. I was like, I can't believe that worked out. That was awesome. TJ put the jersey on for like half the show. He was wearing it. It was so sick. And then one of the dudes after is like, "Hey man, put a little bit more pepper on that throw next time." I was like, "Bro, watch the replay. That was a dead strike to the chest, dude. That was like 90 right on the black, bro. It was perfect." Like there's nothing better
It
than
was
that.
it was a great throw, right on the chest, right on the money.
Oh, it was funny because I thought for sure this was I was like, this is going to be added to his collection. There ain't no way that jersey made it out of Vegas, bro. That shit's crumpled up in a corner somewhere, probably.
No, that thing's in his carry-on, Bubba. Come on.
Oh, I hope
Come
so,
on.
dude. I don't know though, man.
So Trav, as your position as a stoolie, right? You're a stoolie through and through. You watch the Yak, you watch PMT, you watch Anus, you watch all that shit, right? It's like all us super fans do. Would you recommend to another stoolie to go ahead and shell out, give out this money, like go out to do a trip that's gonna make you enjoy something? Do you recommend them doing it as a stoolie or like go to Cabo?
No, go see the people that you like watching. Why would you not? Cabo, you could. What are you gonna do with Cabo? That's a vacation that many people do all the time. It's nothing unique about it. This was awesome. It's not once in a lifetime because you have more chances, but it's like it was sick just to be there, support the guys that you fucking roll with every day. It was sick. I had a fucking blast, and I didn't like hang out with them, but it was still sick just to be there and meet them.
So how was you say you didn't hang out with them? So how was the rest of your experience in Vegas? How was it? Even though you didn't get to hang out with the squad, but you went out and you saw what you wanted to saw. How was the rest of your experience?
Vegas was amazing. We had a big ass house right off the strip. There was like 12 of us. I don't know how much detail we want to get into. We visited a few establishments. Spent some money there. We gambled a ton of money away. I won some money on the Super Bowl. It was a really good time. We went to some good restaurants. It was amazing. Vegas is. I'm so fucking Vegas, dude. You have no fucking clue, dude. Vegas
you're the man. You come across as a big Trav, but he's really a big Twan, and I want to appreciate you for your time tonight. You've told us more than needed to know, and we appreciate you for being a fan of the breakdown and a support of the breakdown, and
Always
coming out to Vegas like a true Stoolie would. You follow your boys, you follow Barstool, and we fuck with you, Big Trav, Big Twan, wherever you're called from this day forward. We fuck with you, and we'll fuck with that.
guys. I love it. You know that
we appreciate you, John Anthony.
Before we get into our segments tonight, we want to give a special shout out to our unofficial sponsors, Blazy Susan. Blazy Trey came out and spent some time with us. We had some time over on the Las Vegas Strip. We'll probably drop the video again right here during the unofficial ad and continue rolling because Blazy Susan always rolls up. Go ahead and roll up with Blazy Susan. Look at their website. I'm pretty sure it's blazysusan.com. I can look that up and throw the official link right there somewhere, wherever I put my finger. And then we'll roll into the next unofficial ad and sponsor. Unofficial sponsor of the Barstool Breakdown is Buddha Ben and Buddha's Buds. We are all Buddha's Buds. You want to look good, look fresh, do your thing, and be fresh to death. Your thing is Buddha Ben. Buddha Ben knows the truth. You just sit there and look fresh with Buddha Ben on your shoulders and your chest. That's how it works. We're moving to the next. Let's get to the segments.
Shout out to those two. Appreciate you guys for always sticking with us because it's pretty much the reason we're doing this stuff too is to see Jonathan get drunk and talk a bunch. So first thing we're gonna do is move right into our Barstool Beast of the Week.
That's how we're gonna send it. Peaches. Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches is my Barstool Beast of the Week. You know why? Because she's Miss Peaches. She has awoken everyone that loves animals on the internet. She's out there doing her thing. She's out there getting adopted, getting a new home with like her net worth right now. Miss Peaches is worth more than I could ever hope for. Miss Peaches has gone from zero to hero. Miss Peaches is the Barstool Beast of the Week because she is Miss Peaches.
Yeah, definitely. That was a good one. I had to bring it back for mine. I had to take it back to the 41 straight. I was gonna just put the whole crew as the Beast of the Week. I will give it to them because that whole crew deserves it. Even especially Dan and Dave being, hitting those last 3 straight shots. That is so clutch, dude. You could be Barstool Beast of the Week just for that. But the guy that made the most free throws, the guy that deserves it once again, Mark Titus. He was insane. I couldn't have felt worse for him because he said it right. He said it beforehand. He said it on Stool Scenes. He said, I can shoot 99%. The 1% is only the ones that people are going to remember because the ones I miss are going to be at the times when I don't need to miss them. So he did unbelievable. Hit over 1,000 free throws. Still came in, did the podcast. He just
Shout out Kirk. Shout out.
He was unbelievable. So, dude, Kirk Minahan. The amount of respect just from that challenge that I gave, it was insane because not only did I not realize he was that good of an athlete, I knew he was good at golf. I knew he was whatever, but he is an athlete, bro. He can probably do other sports very well too. And that proved it. He was clutch as hell, money. And unfortunately, I don't think he hit any of the final free throws, right? Because he was taking a break at that point. But unbelievable. Titus, Beast of the Week. That whole crew deserves just a huge shout out because that was insane.
Kirk Minahan may be a douchebag, but he can hit free throws. He can shoot golf shots. He's probably an athlete. He's a disciplined person, and he has convictions, and I respect him. But he's a douchebag.
He's an athlete.
Anyway, speaking of athletes, let's throw it to the Barstool Least of the Week.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
I guess you know what? I'm going to start this one because we were just talking about the 41 straight. And I hate doing this because like I said, every time I feel like, I don't know if he listens to this podcast, but I feel like he's going to at least see this piece of it or something because he's got his army out there. But the least of the week is fucking Rico, man. Who else can you pick, dude?
He guy.
He went up there. I know it's
You
so
love
hard for me to do this when I want.
You
I
love
know
Rico.
I want to ride. I want him to come on the pod. I want to be a Rico guy, but it's so hard. He goes on there. He acts like he's the free throw guy. He's got this. He's got this. He does this weird bang 3 times shot
Yeah,
thing
like where he
before
holds
the
it
free
above.
throw,
Yeah,
and then he just kind of does like a flick,
what are you
dude.
doing?
I don't know. It was
Holding it above
crazy
your head
looking.
like you're gonna shoot like a normal person, and then dribbling it 3 times hard as fuck to where you're trying to create a new tsunami. What are you doing, Rico? No,
But yeah, it was tough. I mean, watching him just not hit the free throws and then just absolutely lose it to the chat, which will come up again later. But that was a tough
Spoiled.
scene. Makes him my Barstool Beast of the League.
Not beast. He's the least. As Frankie said, beast, but he's the least because
I
Rico
said
dribbled that thing.
beast of the leak. So just mixing fucking words here, dude. Time is it? Oh, after midnight? Yeah, exactly.
All right,
I got 2
You
kids
can tell the people that
and a job and a wife.
Oh my god! All right, listen here, case
Throwback.
race. I'm gonna
Throwback,
throw right
dude.
back to my least. Speaking of case races, there was a certain individual doing case races on an airplane, but it wasn't case races of beers. It was case races of sodas. He had 2 of them. It's Max Delente, my Barstool least of the week, because Max Delente, not only did he have 2 sodas, he had a whole burrito. And you know what he did? He got tired and he took a nap right next to a reporter in his lap. And that reporter in his lap, you know what she said? She fucking crapped. He crapped and crapped and crapped. Not once, not twice.
Ripping farts.
Like LeBron in Miami 7 times right in her lap. What are we doing? I'm just napping. It said Max. So let's get over this. But these are the facts. Max, you got to apologize to Jax. I think her name was Jackie. If it doesn't calculate, fuck it. Max, you fucked up. You're my Barstool least of the week. So Max Delente ate a burrito and had a couple sodas. That's pretty much the gist of it, Frankie. I don't think I need to go any further than that. And like,
Well, I'll go a little bit further.
You know the
because-
story. There's people on college game day, college basketball showing Max had 2 sodas. Like, yeah. Oh shit, I stole his line.
That's what makes him this week's least of the week, I think. No, I'm just saying, in my opinion, because that happened a while ago, but for it to come up still, you know, Max had 2 sodas right there, ESPN, and then also you had PFT tweeting out 2 cherry cokes, and he said, "Ready for my flight," and it blew up online too. So he's still getting it for that. So perfectly, let's lead right into the beef of the week.
Fuck you! Well, fuck you too! Oh, my God! What? Brandon,
I said it before, so I'll just say it again. My beef just carries from my least. It's Rico versus the chat. They were just dogging him, dude. I mean, they just knew exactly what to say. I mean,
fucked him up.
Bricko Bosco, you know, Rico Raponi. Just, I mean, it was.
Are we sure
nonstop,
that
man.
Frankie? Are we sure he didn't shoot JFK? Are we sure about that?
He didn't fuck Michelle Obama, okay? I
Are we
mean,
sure?
wild
Are we
thing.
sure, though?
I thought for sure he was being Rico Bitsko. I thought he was being Rico Bitsko. I was like, this is a bit. There ain't no way he's getting mad about this. But it was, I don't think it was. It was crazy.
He
It was
genuinely
absolutely crazy.
mad. He was genuinely Rico. He's on the drugs again. Someone look at him because he's doing it again. He's falling into the traps. He's falling into the chat. Like, this guy's going crazy, bro.
I wasn't
He
even
was.
fucking alive in 1975. I couldn't fucking do that. I was just like, dude, chill.
This guy's going nuts on stream. And then Dave is like, hey, Rico, no. He's like, oh, Jerry's hot. Jerry's hot. Jerry's hot. Yeah, he's hot, bro. You haven't made a free throw in 7 shots. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Come on.
What is going on right now, dude?
My Barstool beef of the week is the Ringer versus the Rim. The Ringer versus the Rim
Oh,
is
God.
the most embarrassing experience I've ever seen. You're getting called down. You're making the drive. You're doing all that things. You're taking the dive. You're sitting on the free throw line. All right, I gotta stop rapping. No, the ringer sucked. The ringer sucked. Can we agree on that?
No, that could have been the least. That could have
Yeah.
been the least. Even Jerry could have been the least because of bringing him in, man. That was
It
just
was the
brutal.
best moment, best
Brutal.
moment of Viva TV, the best moment of any clip that Viva sent out. I mean, maybe besides the 41 hitting. I mean, Jerry just crying, laughing at his ringer driving in to miss 8
Yeah, that
straight
was
and airball the first. Are you joking?
that was tough.
Yeah.
He's like, he looks like a free throw shooter. He looks like a free throw shooter.
Yeah. This is the guy. He looks
Oh
like
my
a
God.
shooter. No, Jerry.
Tough.
The beef of the week is the ringer versus the rim.
I think the things you just said about him leads us right into our last segment here, which is the comment of the week. So let's get it.
Vacation mode.
Kite. I'm flying a kite right now. Let's go.
All right, Frankie, I'll go ahead and start this one off. I want to give a shout out to a certain very small, minuscule group of people, which is our fans, the Barstool Breakdown fans on YouTube, on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it.
Like and subscribe.
Boom. Leads 429 said, perfect song for the intro. This is the first time we've done 28 or 29 episodes of this show. The first time I've ever heard this comment. Perfect song for the intro. Thank you, TJ Chap. Thank you, whoever you steal that music from and you post it on Twitter every Saturday. Thank you, because we stole that and we made it our intro. It is the perfect song for the intro because we are breaking down Barstool. We are trying to hype up Barstool. That's our whole goal. That is everything that we're doing. So thank you very much. LEIDS 429 leads 49. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but if you watch the next one, I hope you comment and appreciate. Frankie, what's yours?
Yeah. Shout out Leeds for sure, real quick, just because obviously, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but when we started the podcast, I was like, we got to do something. We got to have like intro song. We got to do this and whatever. And we're going to have Brando make us one. And we're going to do like, it's the Barstool breakdown. Like we're going to do all that stupid shit. And we're like, oh, we got to get something. We got to get something.
Song in the business. Best outro song in the business.
100%. There's no doubt about that. My point is we were going to have him do something else. And it was like, it was too late. We were trying to get an episode out. It was like, what are we doing? And I remember just being like, dude, this thing gets me hype every Saturday, whatever. Let's just throw a piece of that up there. And we kind of like sat there, we listened to it. I remember we were like, oh, what if we stop it right after the doom doom, whatever, and we hit it in right, goes right into us. Like we had it all set up with the way we wanted it. So yeah. So to get like someone to say that, like, it's like, all right, we did it right. We that was the right decision. So shout out Leeds. Appreciate the comment. Everybody keep commenting, like, subscribe, get our numbers up, get us in the algorithm. This way we can get more Barstool people to you. Moving on to my comment of the week. I kind of did the same thing you did. I just took a comment from one of our fans that was on one of our posts. So shout out to us for going to Vegas. Shout out to us for reaching out to all these people, because it's a lot of people that, you know,
we are the best.
Well, it's, you know, I just feel like there's people that, you know, they still talk their shit like, oh, this is cringe. And you guys go spend all this money to go out there just to meet these guys and whatever. And it's like, nah, dude, we went there for the experience and to do all the shit we did. And guess what? It was a fucking hell of an experience. I would have paid double probably to do the same thing.
We love it.
Yeah, and guess what? Now that we did this, all of our fans, the people that listen to this show, they're going to get to hear people like Nikki Clicky, who agreed to come on the pod. He said he knew who we were and whatever. I didn't really ask him while we were in Vegas, but all of a sudden I jumped on Rudy's stream the other night. I saw Clicky and Maresh were coming on. I'm like, shoot, I want to see this up. They were playing that infinite whatever crazy game on Neil.fun or whatever it was. And I was like, let me jump on there. So I was like, oh, shoot, let me comment and say, we need you and, Rudy, we need you and Nikki Clicky on the breakdown. And Nick all of a sudden goes, oh, it's Buka. Yeah, he's like, I'll hop on, whatever. So
we made you best of 3, but there's all sorts of other caveats added to it.
There's Buka. Buka, I'll hop on.
What's Buka?
Buka's the Barstool Breakdown guy.
Oh, hell yeah, Buka. Good to see you.
I sent that clip to you. I said, this is legally binding. I think you emailed, God, I'm old. you DM that to Nick, and I believe he said, "Yeah, I'm down." So, Nikki Clicky, future friend of the Nikki Clicky, future friend of the program, which is like I said, that's my number one guy right there. So that's amazing for me. But on the post that you put out there, it was that clip of me saying, "Come on the breakdown," him saying, "Yeah, I'll hop on." You said, Nick Turaney, future guest, agreed that he will hop on. And the comment of the week for me was from Fat Frankie, which is Balls Mafia. Shout out Balls Mafia. He's also a big time supporter.
Man.
Appreciate him. He just answered pause with a question mark, which is the best response because TJ always hits that at the perfect times. Like after the Wang chasing Wang bakery that Mincy got his King's Cake from, and he said pause to the entire company. We tweeted that out about Turaney possibly coming on the program, hopping on. And so Balls Mafia said pause. So I just thought that was a good response there. So that's my comment of the week. All right, that'll do it for this episode. We appreciate you guys for listening. I know it was a longer one, but we broke down the Vegas trip. We gave you guys our segments. We also had to shout out our unofficial sponsors, which hopefully we keep doing some stuff with them. Shout out to everybody that listens. We got big guests coming up in the future. Like I said, when we went to Vegas, a lot of people agreed that they would come on. Some people agreed over DMs, and now they're just doubling down, saying we're definitely in. So within the next couple of weeks here, we'll have a bunch of big guests on. I just teased Nikki Clicky. We don't know when we're going to have him on, but we're going to have some other big guys on as well. If there's anybody else you guys want to see, mention it in the comments. We'll try to get them on. Tweet at them. They see it, believe me. So they'll get back to us. But we appreciate you all. And that's it. It's always great to be on the Barstool Breakdown. Viva.
It's the Barstool Breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown. Let's listen to those guys.